The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her.
This is absolutely terrible, but you know what? I'm not shocked. Everybody in the industry knows that P. Diddy is a dirtbag. But here is video evidence so you know that Cassie isn't just making this up for some money. This is actual footage of P. Diddy beating up Cassie in a hotel room. And let me just say this real quick before we get into this video. All you feminists that are out here crying about Harrison and what he said about women working from home and doing stuff like that, were y'all outraged when you got a man beating a woman up on camera? One of the biggest artists in the industry in history whooping a woman on camera. I want to see y'all keep that same energy. This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to mumble. Let's get ready to mumble, because that's exactly what he's going to do on that debate stage when Donald Trump is whooping him, like a bad kid. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live and make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, Cassie Ventura. It all started. Now, let me just say this. Let me go to the beginning. Everybody in the industry knows that P. Diddy is like this. People think that P. Diddy had something to do with Tupac and Biggie dying and all kind of other stuff. So everybody in the industry know that P. Diddy is potentially a violent man. He's physically violent, or also he can cause people to be violent against you if he don't want to do it with his own hands. And I remember P. Diddy got into a thing, I think Jennifer Lopez was his girlfriend at the time, and he ended up beating somebody up. It was something crazy happened with him and Jennifer Lopez back when he was with her. It's not a shocker that P. Diddy is doing stuff like this. It may be shocking that it's now visibly seen on surveillance video, but it's not shocking that P. Diddy is this person. And it all started when Cassie came out and sued him for these outrageous allegations. And then he settled with her almost instantaneously, and everybody and their mama knew that what he did, what she said he did was true. Then he ended up getting in trouble. They're taking him down. He's going down. Same thing happened to R. Kelly. Same thing with Mr. Jello. Same thing with all these people. It's like at some point they either get caught up in a mess, or somebody really holding the keys to the crazy house, and they finally letting it loose, and everybody's exposing, or they're getting exposed for what they're doing. Let's play this clip real quick, because some of you guys came here to see this footage, but I'm gonna show the footage, and this is for educational purposes only. And this is education on DV, education on not being a dirtbag, education on women. Do not date men like this just because they got money. Roll the clip.
Allegations of abuse against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. The video, captured on multiple cameras, shows Combs assaulting his then-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, in a hallway at a Los Angeles hotel in March 2016. A lawsuit filed by Ventura in November last year and settled the next day referenced actions that seem to match those seen in this video. There is no audio. According to the complaint, Combs became extremely intoxicated and punched Miss Ventura in the face, giving her a black eye, which, according to the lawsuit, prompted Ventura to try and leave the hotel room. The surveillance video obtained by CNN begins as she enters the hallway. The complaint says as she exited, Mr. Combs awoke and began screaming at Miss Ventura. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. The complaint goes on to say he grabbed her and then took glass vases in the hallway and threw them at her. In the surveillance video, Combs can be seen grabbing Ventura and throwing her to the ground. As Ventura lies on the ground, Combs then kicks her twice and attempts to drag her on the floor back to the hotel room. Ventura is seen picking up a hotel phone. Combs seems to walk back to the hotel room, then returns.
If you notice, he's walking, he's stumbling and swaying back and forth. He is clearly drunk.
And appears to shove her in a corner. Moments later, he can be seen throwing an object in her direction. According to Ventura's now settled lawsuit, the pair began dating several years after they met in 2005. They parted ways in 2019. Combs' attorney said the decision to settle was in no way an admission of wrongdoing.
Yeah, right.
Ventura declined to comment on the video, but her attorney told CNN the gut-wrenching video has only further confirmed the disturbing and predatory behavior of Mr. Combs. Words cannot express the courage and fortitude that Miss Ventura has shown in coming forward to bring this to light.
Two things can be true at one time. Ventura is a victim, but she put herself in this situation as well. P. Diddy need to be charged and prosecuted for beating up a woman like he did. I don't know what she did, right? I don't know if she stole money from him. It's still, you don't put your hands on somebody like this and not expect to go to jail. This is called assault. But at the same time, quit acting like these women are so brave and stunning because they finally come out 20 years after reaping all the benefits of all that money and splurging and him abusing other women in their presence, him doing all kind of stuff he shouldn't be doing in their presence. They never left. They always stayed there with him. They got beat up 5 or 6 times and they still stayed. He beating up other women. They still staying. He ordering the hit on people. He had trafficking people. They still there. And then when they've had enough and it's advantageous for them to do X, Y, Z, then they say, oh, I'm coming out to the media and I want to sue you for $30 million. I don't know how many $1 million he's suing him for. $30 million. That's not stunning. Let's not get this twisted. That's not stunning. That's not brave. That's not courageous. I don't believe none of that stuff. It bothers me that we have the gall to try to overcompensate. Just because he a dirtbag don't mean that she's just totally innocent in this. You think she started dating P? I think the big screen. You think she started dating P. Diddy because he was a nice guy? She started dating P. Diddy because he was husband material? She saw a future and wanted to have kids with P. Diddy? Is that why she dated P. Diddy? No, she didn't. She knew P. Diddy was a dirtbag. She knew P. Diddy was a boss. She knew P. Diddy had this reputation that already existed before she ever joined the scene. P. Diddy been doing this since the 90s. P. Diddy got money and status. That's why she dated P. Diddy. She know P. Diddy got her doing sex stuff with escorts and all this. She was there. She know what time of day it is. People go to Diddy parties. They know who Diddy is. Ain't no random girl gonna be able to just, it makes me mad. Ain't no random woman gonna just be like, I want to talk to P. Diddy and I'm gonna randomly get around to P. Diddy. You gotta be in the crowd. You got to be in the know. You got to know people that know people that know people that put you in a circle that you even have an opportunity to get with P. Diddy. Ain't no random woman on the street talking to P. Diddy. But these women know it, and they choose to go down this path. They choose to take abuse from a man verbally and physically because that man got money and status. And they spending the money. They got the Birkin bags. They flying private. They doing all this. And then when it runs out, when they tired of dealing with you, now they come out and be victimized. I don't think that's good either. And then they trying to portray it like, and I'll say this again, the dude is a dirtbag for what he did. They're trying to portray it as, look, women, the average woman is going to experience this. No, you're not. It was a young lady in here just now. I said, don't date men like this. Don't date men like this. You know he up to no good. When you met him, you know he put his hands on women before. You know he put his hands on men before. You see what happened with him and J-Lo. All this stuff breaking out, and this is the man that he is. It don't give him an excuse to be a dirtbag, but listen, you stop playing victim. He need to go to jail for the stuff that he did that's illegal, and she need to be held accountable for the things that she knew was illegal at the time when she was enjoying all the perks of being with P. Diddy. Let's keep it real. Y'all don't want to hear that, but it's true, and you need to hear it anyway. So P. Diddy, obviously with the sex trafficking stuff that they alleged that he did, going in his houses. I mean, P. Diddy is going down the path like R. Kelly and the rest of them. It's almost predictable. You start here, and then they just lump it on top of you. That footage existed since I don't know when. Now they're releasing it. They're just going to sprinkle out certain stuff, and they're going to ruin him, and he's going to be just like, I tell you, like R. Kelly, like the Jello Man. He's going to be like all the other people that you've seen have gone down the toilet, and it seems like scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal after scandal. The real question is, how did he avoid the scandal until now? How is he still right here back in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, and now all of a sudden he getting caught up? Somebody explain this. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.